going on YouTube? It is All Things Mets, where you get your latest Mets media, everything you need to know about the Mets on this channel. Definitely, guys, with the latest going on with Billy Eppler, let's get into it. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. But definitely, guys, Billy Eppler. Let's talk about Billy Eppler, and this is basically going to be a rant on Billy Eppler and what he was doing during the season, what he has been doing, the dumb moves that he's been making, the dumb moves that been some reports about what's going on with Billy Eppler and Buck Showalter and all of that. We're going to get into definitely a lot of that, but man, hearing the reports that Billy Eppler has reportedly, he has stepped down. He is not going to be the Mets GM anymore. Good riddance, because we didn't want you as the freaking GM in the first place. Nobody liked your moves that you were making. Definitely with Daniel Vogelback, Darren Ruff, and so many, just in general. So, yeah, man, Billy Eppler, during the season, there's been reports, according to Mike Puma, that Billy Eppler was telling Buck Showalter that he needed to play Daniel freaking Vogelback in the lineup. He needed to put Daniel Vogelback in the lineup during the season. It just was a need. This was a need. This was a necessary, a guy that needed to be in the lineup. This is what he was telling Buck Showalter, and Buck Showalter was not, he was definitely not agreeing, and disagreeing with what Billy Eppler wanted, and and what basically what Billy Eppler in the front office wanted, and that was to play Daniel Vogelback and just keep playing him in the DH spot. And we saw what a disaster Daniel Vogelback was for most of the season. He was completely horrible. He didn't swing the bat. He was trying to walk. He was not productive. He didn't do anything to help his cause. And guess what? Buck Showalter wanted to look at other options. He wanted to play some other people. And Billy Eppler wanted and just kept telling Buck Showalter he needs to play Daniel Vogelback. This is awful. This is an awful report. This is a stupid thing. And a freaking what Billy Eppler has done and what he wanted. Are you kidding me? This is how you know a guy doesn't know about baseball like that anymore. Because why are you trying to play Daniel Vogelback when you're trying to win some games in the season? Now, listen, Daniel Vogelback was the DH option. Yes, there were some other options. Yes, there were Mark Vientos. Yes, there was other guys that maybe they could have looked for or maybe they could have brought up. Now, it was definitely a confusing situation, but why just keep playing Daniel Vogelback? What is the obsession that Billy Eppler had with Daniel Vogelback? Because he just wasn't productive, he wasn't good, and he didn't need to be on this team anymore. He should have been DFA'd when he wasn't doing nothing for this team. Billy Eppler is horrible. I'm glad that he stepped down as the GM, and now there's reports, and now the MLB, which you can't get any worse. The MLB is investigating Billy Eppler about using the IL and for improper use. Basically, getting players to lie about injuries or listen. A lot of teams in the MLB lie about injuries and that type of stuff and maneuver the roster the way they want and manipulate the roster. And now, which you can't get any worse, Billy Eppler steps down as the GM, and now MLB is investigating Billy Eppler because of this. And this just looks bad on the Mets. It looks bad on Billy Eppler, and it just does not feel right or look right. And it just sucks. It sucks. This guy was awful. This guy brought in, Darren Ruff last season. He brought in, Daniel Vogelback. And then he kept Daniel Vogelback on the team the next year. And this year, 23, Daniel Vogelback, he was completely awful for so many games, was not hitting you home runs, was not doing anything to really help this team. And I don't want to hear about he's a good clubhouse guy. No. You weren't productive. Why are you playing? Why the hell is freaking Daniel Vogelback in the lineup? There's no reason why Daniel Vogelback was kept in this damn lineup. I don't want to hear they could have brought somebody. They could have brought Mark Vientos. They could have brought Ronnie Mauricio. They could have signed somebody. They could anybody else but Daniel Vogelback, because Daniel Vogelback was completely horrible for this team. And guess what? Billy Eppler's response to Daniel Vogelback being completely awful. Oh, giving him a weak mental break. A weak mental break. And all of a sudden, Daniel Vogelback he hit a home run when he came back from that mental break. And all of a sudden, Daniel Vogelback was good. He was good in spirits. He was good with the Mets. He was good. All of a sudden, he was fine. His job was safe. He wasn't DFA'd. And guess what? He kept sucking. He kept sucking for the next months. Yes, Daniel Vogelback did get a little bit better. He did hit some more home runs. He started swinging the bat more. He started showing better signs, but it wasn't enough. And he still sucked. He still sucked. He was a horrible player for the New York Mets. So, man, I'll tell you this. If Daniel Vogelback better not come back to the Mets. I don't want to ever see Daniel Vogelback as a New York Met again. But this video is about Billy Eppler and about how his judgment and what he was seeing. And it just shows that the Mets don't need Billy Eppler. With this Dave Stearns guy, this new the president of baseball operations, a guy that actually knows baseball. And, Billy Eppler, definitely, I don't want Billy Eppler on this team anymore, and I'm glad he stepped down. I know a lot of people are not happy, or were not happy with Billy Eppler, and he's a freaking joke, man. He's a joke, because are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Trying to play Daniel Vogelback over the season again and again, and disagreeing with Buck Showalter that wanted to play a different guy. It just sucks, man. It sucks. And the fact that this report is coming out, and it just makes the Mets look bad. It just makes the Mets look bad. And this MLB investigation, Billy Eppler is, first of all, he's not been making good moves. He's not been making good moves. When you look at the trade that he made for Max Scherzer, and you look at the trade that they got Luis Angel Acuna, yes, those trades for those prospects, those were good trades. Those were trades that can help the organization going forward. Now, that wasn't all Billy Eppler, though. It was not all Billy Eppler, and but he was a part of that, and I'll give him his flowers on that. He made that trade. He made a couple of trades, and he did that. I'll give him his flowers for that. But I'll tell you this, man. This report about playing Daniel Vogelback and disagreeing with your manager, the one you're supposed to respect, the one you're supposed to, talk to, communicate with. No, it wasn't really much of a conversation. It was just about, listen, Billy Eppler telling he got to play Daniel Vogelback. Daniel Vogelback has to play tonight. And guess what, Buck Showalter? He had to play Daniel Vogelback. So at the end of the day, Billy Eppler, good riddance. I'm happy that you're off this team. And yeah, man, get out of here, man. And I hope that the Mets, hire a GM that's definitely good. And just in general, Billy Eppler was just not the right man for the Mets GM spot. He just wasn't. And I hope that the Mets do find that. And you gotta respect the thing about the relationship between a manager, a GM, and now a president of baseball operations. It should be a team. There should be agreement. There should be a consensus. It shouldn't be disagreeing about Daniel Vogelback. Are you kidding me? Daniel Vogelback is a joke. Daniel Vogelback wasn't going to do nothing for this freaking team. He was awful from the beginning. He was awful. He was so bad last year in 2022, and they brought him back in 2023 for what? I don't know. I don't know, because they picked up his option, and he better be gone now. But this video, man, this video is about Billy Eppler, and I'm glad that he's off this team, man. So if you enjoyed the rant, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know. Let me know your opinions. Let me know what you think about Billy Eppler. Let me know how you feel about the situation. And yeah, man, I'm out of here. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Let's go Mets.